I'm going to talk to you today about how you can actually manage your Google Meet so that you have the ability to not only present something with your students, but you also have the ability to see what's happening in the chat window. So I am going to toggle between two screens here. This is the screen of me as a teacher leading a Google Meet, and this is me joining it with another account. All right, and you'll see that right up here, I'm incognito right now. All right, so back as a teacher, I have this presentation, and let's say I want to help students with learning how to use Pear Deck. Well, in order for me to still present this as well as see the chat that's happening, I have to do one thing first. I'm going to drag this out so that Pear Deck presentation has its own window, and I'm going to drag that about 2/3 of my screen. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the actual Meet itself, and I'm over here going to shrink this a bit just so I can see both windows. And I'm going to go down here to right where it says Present, and instead of choosing my entire screen, I'm going to choose a window. Now, by doing this, Google's asking me, well, which do you want? Do you want the window that has Meet and all the other tabs, or do you want the one that you created with just Pear Deck? Now, keep in mind, I could preload with other tabs here of other things that I want students to be able to see and have access to when I'm presenting. But right now, I only have one in there. So I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Share. So now, if I go in as a student, this is what I see right here. Okay, and I can walk through that presentation. Now, obviously, typically when you're used to doing a presentation, students aren't seeing all the slides. They see it in full screen mode. So if I go back here and I go to Present, here is that problem of, well, it's taking over my entire screen, right? And now I still can't see what students are asking in the chat window. So instead of hitting Escape, which a lot of people do to get out of full screen mode, I'm just going to come down here to this icon right next to the setting gear and actually select that. When I do that, you'll notice that I go back to my two windows, but my actual presentation is still in present mode. So if I go over here on the student side, I also see that. I don't see the column of all the individual slides on the left column. So now if I go ahead and actually present through this, and I go back, again, you'll see that right there. If I want to see what students are asking or talking about, again, over here in my Meet, and I just might need to drag this just a little further out, I should be able to open up my actual chat window here, and then whatever students are saying or asking about, I have the ability to see that right there as well. So again, the trick is when you want to be able to not only present your screen, but also see what students are talking about or asking about, just make sure that when you go into present mode at the bottom, you choose the actual feature of individual window rather than your entire screen. Hope that helps you out.